Alien, Earth's third episode continued the show's positive momentum while also revealing who the smartest characters really are, and they are much more alike than first expected. After a thrilling first 2 episodes, the prequel series returned with a bang, as it showed the fallout of the Lost Boys' mission inside the crashed Weyland-Yutani ship. Alongside seeing more xenomorph action and getting to know the other hybrids a lot better, Alien, Earth Episode 3's ending provided an insight into just how intelligent 2 overlooked characters can be. While Cavalier's incredible intellect has earned him the title of a boy genius, his wisdom only goes so far and is easily rivaled by one of his own creations. Likewise, the fact that Alien, Earth's hybrids are still kids means that they aren't yet as intelligent as they could be, despite having unlimited potential. Instead, 2 individuals from completely different backgrounds have stolen the show through their sharp wit and survival instincts, with the duo sharing several similar traits despite working for opposing companies. Morrow and Kirsch are quietly Alien, Earth's 2 smartest characters. Timothy Oliphant as Kirsch standing in front of soldiers in Alien, Earth. Courtesy of FX Networks. Having made an instant impact with their screen time, it's hard to argue against Morrow and Kirsch being Alien, Earth's smartest characters. There is no denying the likes of Cavalier, Dame Sylvia, and Arthur Sylvia are extremely intelligent, but while their scientific talents are unquestionable, they are nowhere near as versatile as Kirsch and Morrow. Each character is capable of processing data extremely quickly, given that one is a synthetic and the other is a cyborg. However, their strengths don't stop here, as both have proven to be extremely capable survivors. The fact that Morrow has survived for so long despite facing off against xenomorphs and other creatures speaks for itself, but he is also secretly manipulative. Morrow's machine riddle in Alien, Earth Episode 3 was a sign that he isn't just a cyborg following orders anymore, while his conversation with Slightly proved he is willing to exploit the child's impressionable nature to further his own goals. Similarly, Kirsch successfully captured the extraterrestrial samples from the Weyland-Yutani ship without losing any of the Lost Boys, highlighting his leadership skills. He was also able to gain plenty of intel on Morrow in a short amount of time while avoiding the ship's dangers, proving he is highly adaptable. Even his relationship with Cavalier indicates that he is wise enough not to be pushed around while still fulfilling his duties to Prodigy, making him more intelligent than he is given credit for. Kirsch and Morrow both disobey direct orders in Alien, Earth. Morrow, Babu Sisay, frowning inside a control room in Alien, Earth. Perhaps a key part of Kirsch and Morrow's acumen is the fact that they are willing to disobey orders. Given Morrow is part human, his defiance shouldn't come as a huge surprise, but this wasn't always the case, as Alien, Earth's premiere showed he was willing to let his crew die for the sake of the mission. However, Episode 3 featured him directly denying Yutani's request for him to return home. Instead, he decided to continue his pursuit of the alien life that was on board the crashed ship, opting to prioritize his own goals over the company he worked for. Likewise, Kirsch was programmed to protect Wendy, which in theory should be his sole purpose and only concern. Interestingly though, he was happy to let Wendy go off on her own to find her brother and didn't even notice her in the lab during Episode 3's conclusion, suggesting he is far more concerned with his research and experiments. He also essentially overruled Cavalier's authority and kicked him out of the lab for his own protection, emphasizing just how much control he has despite being a synthetic. The fact that both Kirsch and Morrow put their better judgment over specific instructions makes them incredibly similar, hence why they are comfortably the 2 smartest characters in Alien, Earth. Despite their similarities, Kirsch and Morrow have completely different goals. Close-up of Timothy Oliphant as Kirsch looking intensely into the distance in Alien, Earth. Cr. Patrick Brown EFX. Morrow and Kirsch's behavior may overlap, but despite how similar they often are, the 2 share entirely different goals. Having watched countless people die and lost his humanity in the process, Morrow wants to recover the alien so that all his trauma has a purpose, otherwise, everything he has been through will be for nothing. He has already dedicated such a big part of his life to this mission, and he is determined to see it out to vindicate what's left of his human side. In contrast, Kirsch's objective is a lot more mysterious as he seems interested in the recovered aliens despite challenging Cavalier on his decision to bring them back. Although Wendy managed to defeat a xenomorph in Alien, Earth's third episode, Kirsch seems aware of how these creatures work and the dangers they pose. Still, this hasn't stopped him from experimenting on these foreign species, presumably because he sees them as a valuable way to advance society and potentially replace humanity. All his comments and mannerisms point towards him not being particularly fond of humans, yet he seems more sympathetic towards hybrids. Therefore, his true goal may be to quietly make regular humans obsolete, setting up a potentially dark road ahead. Could Kirsch or Morrow become Alien, Earth's main villain? Babu Sisay as Morrow in Alien Earth Episode 3. Courtesy of Patrick Brown EFX Networks. So far, Kirsch has been positioned as an ally to the show's main heroes, whereas Morrow has fallen somewhere between villain and anti-hero. However, either of them could become the main antagonists. Some viewers have pointed out that Kirsch shares some similarities with Alien, Prometheus David, meaning he could overthrow Cavalier and attempt to change humanity. Morrow's willingness to betray people, kill strangers, and manipulate children already exposes his immoral nature, and his attempt to recover the stolen aliens could make him the show's true villain. Both characters possess sinister traits and are cunning enough to launch their own evil plans, making them potential dangers that can't be ignored.